Welcome back. This is the last video of this video course. In the previous video, we spoke about a few advanced uses of Selenium. We will sum up what we have covered in the course and highlight some of the important aspects. The first and probably most important thing to remember is that Selenium is not strictly about testing. It's about controlling a browser. Controlling the browser allows you to test web applications, and this is our main usage of Selenium. The purpose of testing web applications is to be able to release new features frequently and know that we didn't break any existing functionality. In other words, to know that we didn't mess up something when we added something new. We started out with Selenium IDE. It's a Firefox plugin that will allow you to record and replay a journey through your web application. Selenium IDE is great to start with when the threshold before you get something up and running is low. The downside is that you can only use Firefox. If you wish to test your application with other browsers, you have to use another flavor of Selenium, which is WebDriver, instead of Selenium IDE. Selenium IDE is a starting point, but not an endpoint. WebDriver is the tool you should use if you need to pass your application with any other browser other than Firefox. WebDriver is a library that you can use to control a browser from a programming language. You can write some code to control the browser and get information back from the web page. The languages supported are Java, C#, Ruby, Python, Perl, PHP, and JavaScript. Using WebDriver means programming, so you must have some programming skills. If you are getting started with it, team up with somebody who knows and share their knowledge. With WebDriver, you can control many different browsers. The browsers that are supported are Firefox, Chrome, Internet Explorer, Safari, and Opera. There is also a headless browser, a browser without user interface that you can use. It is called HTML Unit Driver. A headless browser is sometimes a very good alternative because it is fast and always available. And because you can run your scripts on a Linux box in your test servers, the other browsers that are supported must be installed on the computer where you are running your scripts. WebDriver doesn't have any verification framework bundled. You will have to add one yourself. I used JUnit in this course. Other popular and recommended verification frameworks are TestNG and Spock. When you write your test code that will verify the web application, make sure that you separate navigation and verification. It is very easy to mix them up, and if you do that, then you will create an unnecessary maintenance problem. Instead, separate navigation and verification with a page object pattern. The page objects will handle all interactions with web pages and will be controlled from a test. This means that you can reuse navigation in many tests. It also means that you can update the navigation in your web application without updating many tests. All you have to update are the page objects that interact with the changed pages. Separating navigation and validation also means that you can change the test framework without too much problems. Maintenance is greatly simplified if you use page objects. The WebDriver interface is okay for most navigation. It is, however, not enough for more advanced interactions. Many of the advanced interactions that you need to have support for are located in the Java package org.openqa.selenium.support.ui. Look there when you want to interact with a select element or if you need to wait for an element to load on a web page. You can write your own tests in the business-facing fashion by using BDDTool. We covered Cucumber in this course. There are other tools available for behavior-driven development, such as JBehave. Cucumber can help you write specifications by using examples in plain text that anyone can read and understand. If you want to scale up your testing, then you should use Selenium Server. It was called Remote Driver and Selenium Hub, but it is now known as Selenium Server. Selenium Server allows you to run your tests on another computer and on a different operating system. This means that you can test your application both with Internet Explorer on Windows 7 and Safari on OS X. If you really want to scale up and not spending time running a Selenium Server grid, then use an external provider that gives you access to many combinations of browsers and operating systems. We saw an example where we use Source Labs. Check sourcelabs.com for more details. BrowserStack provides a similar solution. Do check browserstack.com as well. I hope you have enjoyed this video course and have already started poking around with Selenium and WebDriver. Watching a course like this will give you a good start to make you a proficient user. You sure will have to do the heavy lifting and start using a tool to learn it and get better. The best source for information on Selenium is available on Selenium's official website, seleniumhq.org. The Selenium mailing list is another source of information. Join the discussion there and learn Selenium by helping others. Teaching is a great way to learn anything. If you are able to teach others things about Selenium, then you will be able to learn even more yourself. Remember, sharing is caring. Happy hacking! If you have any questions for me, please feel free to contact me at the following email address. I hope you've learned a lot from this video course and will be using all the knowledge to do even greater things.